Hey, I'm Walt, and I'm here again with another day of free daily sports bets. All right. Now, before we get started, please like the video and subscribe if you haven't. All right. And today we have three bets. We're going to go with two NBA and one MLB. All right. First bet, we're going to go with Kevin Durant over 35.5 points. No Kyrie, no Harden, which means a lot of shots. And being back in Brooklyn in a crucial series turning game 5, Durant knows he will need to have a big game. Durant is currently averaging 24 field goals per game in the series, and we should expect that should be higher. Bucks are not a great defensive team, and being on the road, we can expect them to be a tad bit worse. Also, the coaching staff of the Nets are offensive specialists. So they will know how to make sure that any double teams will not affect or prevent Durant from getting his shot attempts. And the first 4 games of this series, Durant has gone under his individual prop bet. So I think this is the perfect opportunity for him to do it. The first 2 games, I know he went under it by a half a point in, I believe, game 2, and then the first game by a bucket. So I think the game 4, I think he had 28, which is obviously less than what I'm sure his point prop total would be. And then game 3, I believe he went a lot far under his individual prop bet. So I think everything coming together the way that it is today with the injuries, this would be the game that he steps out. And win, lose, he still has a big offensive night. So I like it at over 35.5. All right. Now, going over on the other side of the ball, we're going to go with Giannis over 32.5 points. 3 out of the 4 games this series, Giannis has scored 33 or better and went over his point prop total. So far this series, 3 out of 4. That's not bad. He had a field goal percentage of 54.2 so far in this series. And being back on the road, the narrative has been all year around that Bucks on the road, the only player you can depend on is Giannis. Game 2, he had 18 and, people were thinking, oh, they stopped Giannis. But, he bounced back in game 3 and 4 and put up 33 and I believe 34. So definitely over his prop point total. So, in this spot on the road, I expect that he's going to have a big game, especially in this pivotal game 5, which could definitely see them have an opportunity to close out the series back in Milwaukee in game 6. All right, now going to our last bet, we're going to look at the Mets versus the Cubs under 8.5 runs. Mets versus Cubs under 8.5 runs. Walker will be on the mound today for the Mets. He is ranked number 7th in the league in earned run average with an ERA of 2.07. The Mets are number 2 in earned run average, and the Cubs are number 9. With the Mets being in the bottom tier of runs and hits per game, and the Cubs being a pretty strong pitching team, I like this game under. Both teams, strong pitching. The Mets, very strong. And then you have a Mets team that struggles to score runs. So, when you evaluate the game, it just seems to me that the pitching has the edge. So I definitely like this as under 8.5 runs. That does it for me. Happy betting, good luck, and most importantly, never bet more than you can afford to lose.